A few years ago, there was an attack at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester. Want to guess what the BBC called that event?
Afternoon from Manchester, a city which has experienced the United Kingdom's worst terrorist attack.
See? When they want to use the word terrorist, they do. Want another example?
The latest on the worst terrorist attack to hit London.
Today, the terrorist attacks, for so long feared, struck at the heart of London.
You probably won't be surprised to hear that on October 7th, they told a very different story.
After a massive attack by Hamas militants.
By Palestinian militants.
By Hamas militants.
Militants. Not terrorists, militants. Because if killing hundreds of children, women and elderly people in their homes and slaughtering young people at a party isn't terrorism, then what is?
Israeli troops are still hunting down armed Palestinians.
Palestinian gunmen began attacking from several directions.
So the BBC editorial guidelines are very clear. Terrorism is a difficult and emotive subject with significant political overtones. Care is required in the use of language that carries value judgments. We should not use the term terrorist without attribution. Get it? No matter how heinous and murderous the act, how many people were murdered, or how similar it is to ISIS, for the BBC, it's difficult and emotive.
There has to be an outcry so that there will be a correction and Hamas will be defined as a terror organization.
And it gets weirder because Hamas in Britain is defined as a terrorist organization. Even Prime Minister Sunak and other government officials spoke out against the network.
They are not militants. They are not freedom fighters. They are terrorists.
But the BBC didn't stop there. Let's see their reporting on the explosion at the hospital in Gaza.
You know, it is hard to see what else this could be, really, given the size of the explosion, other than an Israeli airstrike or several airstrikes.
Did you hear the reporter? It's hard to see what else this could be besides Israeli airstrikes or several airstrikes. It turned into a complete imagined scenario. The thing about journalism is that those who respect journalistic ethics can't present assumptions or wishful thinking as facts. So in the last few days, the BBC has folded a bit, and from now on will simply call Hamas, Hamas.
Israel warned its military campaign against Hamas could last months.
So when one side gets the benefit of journalistic ethics and the other doesn't, as the BBC say, it's hard to see what else this could be except propaganda.